political sacrifice. They equally bear the contribution of our cabinet, our governors, public servants, and every public officer who translated policy into results. We governed with a plan. We governed with a plan. At its heart was the promise of Article 43 of our Constitution, the right of every Kenyan to health care, to education, housing, food, water, social security, and human dignity. These are not political favors. They are constitutional rights and obligations. Let me mention a few areas that today we can say with solid evidence that transformation has happened. On economic stabilization and growth, we worked with the people of Kenya on stabilizing our economy. 3 years ago, inflation was at 9.3%. Our exchange rate was 165 to the shilling. Interest rates were upwards of 15, 16, 17%. Our dollar reserves had dwindled to 2.5 months cover at $5.7 billion. Our FDI was doing badly. Today, with confidence, we can face the nation and say, inflation has been stabilized. Exchange rate has been stabilized for 2 years at 129 shillings to the dollar. Interest rates have been managed. Today, 91 Treasury bill rate that was at 16%. Today, it is at 8.75%. Last year, we had a record $3.2 billion in foreign direct investment in 2025. We have grown our savings, something that has been a debate in Kenya for many years. Our savings at the National Social Security Fund, we can say here with evidence, has grown from 312 in 2022 to now 700 billion, from 312 billion. Today, we have a bigger saving pool that will underwrite our stability as a nation. In agriculture, we had very scanty data. We had runaway prices of fertilizer. Cartels and brokers and conmen were the order of the day in our agricultural sector. Today, we can face the country with our track record. Fertilizer prices today retail at 2,500 from 7,000. Today, we can say with confidence we have gotten rid of brokers and conmen and cartels in the sugar sector, in the tea sector, in the coffee sector, in our agricultural sector. Our interventions have seen phenomenal growth in our maize production, from 44 million bags to 75 million bags last year. Coffee prices have gone up from an average of 60, 70 shillings a kilo to now 120, 140, 150 shillings a kilo. Same thing with tea. Kenya today has overtaken the other countries in Africa, and we just picked this year to be the country that produces the most milk in the African continent. We have moved that production from 4.6 billion liters to 5.5 billion liters this year. Our sugarcane farmers can tell you with certainty that the confusion that was in the sugar industry is now behind us. Farmers get paid on time. Workers in sugar factories get paid on time. And prices to cane farmers has gone up from 4,700 to 5,500 shillings a ton. On financial inclusion, many Kenyans, 7 million of them, were listed in credit rating bureaus. We have liberated those Kenyans from CRBs and brought them back using the Hustler Fund into the economic sphere. We have lent 90 billion shillings to small borrowers, borrowing between 500 shillings and 150,000 shillings. We have 7 million active Kenyans from the Hustler Fund. We have translated what we meant to the people of Kenya when we said Mama Mboga is going to be part of the equation. The border guy is going to be part of the equation. Many ask, how so? We stand here before you today and to say that we are building 500 new markets, fresh produce markets, modern markets, with cold rooms, storage, trading spaces, water, electricity, sanitation, and with a lot of confidence, our traders will be moving into these markets as we have already started the completion of many of them. Today, Mama Mboga and Border Guy can access SHA, a product that was way beyond them. They too can participate because today SHA has the opportunity to include every Kenyan. Today, the border guy and the Mama Mboga lady can also afford a decent, affordable social house in Kenya. Some of them already are occupants of our social housing in some of the developments that are now complete. 123,000 young Kenyans have received a boost of 50,000 each one of them to promote their businesses using the Nyota program. Universal health, spoken about by Article 43 of the Constitution of Kenya, today is a reality to 32 million Kenyans that we have registered. And it's not just the number of Kenyans we have registered. It is what the number of citizens that have been treated. 8.7 million citizens in Kenya have been treated and paid for by SHA. We have paid 178 billion Kenya shillings to facilities, health facilities, dispensaries, health centers, level 4 hospitals, level 5 hospitals, all the way to referral hospitals. A number that would have only been paid by NHIF in 6 years, that amount we have paid in 1.5 years. Telling you the level of success. Together with the county governments, we have overseen this whole transformation. 107,000 community health promoters today are on stipend. 110,000 village elders today are on stipend. Basically moving everybody from the bottom and cascading them upwards. On education, we can face the people of Kenya and tell them, 4 years ago, we had a crisis in the education sector. We had a shortage of teachers, a shortage of classrooms, a problematic CBC, and a funding model that crippled all our universities. Today, with confidence, the people of Kenya know, with evidence, that we have hired 100,000 teachers, 24,000 are going to be hired later this year. We have built 23,000 classrooms together with our members of parliament and other partners. TVET enrollment has doubled. Let me repeat that. TVET students' enrollment has doubled. And again, I can speak here with confidence and evidence that our new funding model is changing what they experience in our universities. And we have now forwarded to Parliament the Tertiary Education Placement and Funding Authority Bill that will consolidate our higher education funding and make sure that every Kenyan child placed at TVET or at the university has funding to see them through their education, and that no Kenyan child going forward, once we pass this legislation, and we have organized it well. Some people, some media houses are telling us, where are you going to find the money? And I want to tell them what